So here we have it, girls, episode 7 of SOS TV and my last episode for lockdown. I have been absolutely delighted to bring you this little series, and it has kept me occupied, focused, inspired, and it's been an absolute delight to be able to produce something that has meant so much to me, but that has meant a lot to you girls as well. And I thank each and every one of you who has watched, who has commented, who has shared and questioned all of the wonderful things that we have spoken about in the series. So thank you so much. It has been an absolute labour of love, and it has been my greatest delight over the last 7 weeks. So every week I've brought you some of the things that I have learned this week, and I wanted to share mine this week with you. This week I learned that I want some of the feeling from level 4 to last. I want that feeling of closeness with my family, those special family moments to be cherished and to last longer, happiness to last. I want the ease of life to last as well. I hope that we support New Zealand business and that continues to flourish and help our economy. Know that I've realised that the online styling sessions that I started during lockdown are going to be something that I continue to be a staple in my services, and I'm really excited about where that will take me. So dressing for winter can be a little bit tricky when you've got a lot of layers, you've got a lot of darker colours quite often, and you don't know how to pull together everything that you've got. So I'm giving you a couple of tips on how to dress well for winter coming up. Getting the most out of a wardrobe means that I like to wear across the seasons. So I like to incorporate my summer dresses into winter. But what that means is that a summer dress is sometimes a little bit knee length or higher, and you want to wear a tight. But how do you wear a tight in winter? So my biggest, wear the same colour tight as your boot, and that way it elongates your leg, and if your dress is a little bit shorter than you usually would wear, then simply add the opaque tight with it. So this summer dress that I've got on today is a navy dress. I've paired it with an opaque navy tight with a navy boot. There's a seamless long line, elongates my legs, looks really chic, and I feel fantastic. Another tip I love using is to use layering, and the way I do that is to wear thinner, lighter layers underneath so that I can use bigger, bulkier layers on top, which kind of is common sense, but here's the trick. So the trick is, when you've got something like this, which is an outer layer that acts like a coat but is really like a coatigan, you can wear something quite thin underneath so that you don't get too hot. But this can be your outer layer as well as your jacket. So the trick number 2 is to wear thinner layers on the bottom, wear a thick layer on the top, and make a statement out of your coats. And my third and last tip is to consider other colours other than black. But if you need a statement base colour, then I can suggest navy. It's a wonderfully soft colour, but actually does the trick that black does too. So as you can see, I've got the shirt, the pants, and a dress top here, as well as this dress to wear instead of black as my base colour for winter. Navy looks fantastic with leopard print, with pinks and greens, and it's a really versatile look. If you don't like wearing navy against your face, then check out the tips later on in the show for how I'm suggesting you can wear colour. Okay, gorgeous girls, we're going to talk colour now. It's one of the most repetitive questions that I get. How do I wear colour? It is something that we're taught from a very young age, that we suit something and we should always wear it. And I totally agree. I should wear summer colours, blues, reds, pinks, and I do. But I tend to love colours sometimes that perhaps don't suit me. And the reason they don't suit me is because my face doesn't glow. My eyes don't pop and it leaches the colour from my face. So how do you wear colours that aren't technically yours, but you love them anyway? I love blush pink. I think it's a really gorgeous colour. It's in the shades that I shouldn't wear though. So put this against my face and it leeches me of colour. It doesn't really suit me, it doesn't really highlight what my best features are. But I love to wear things like this. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to wear it on the bottom half. Of course this is a jacket, but if you can kind of take the rule and mix it up with what I'm saying. So the idea would be is that I would take this colour blush and I would wear it on the bottom half. So in a skirt, a pant or a dress with a brighter colour on top. One way that colour flummoxes a lot of people, including my own clients, is how to wear those seasonal colours that come in and out of trend, or how to wear very bright colours like fluoro or bright hot pinks. Now my suggestion is wear it anyway if it makes you happy, but of course always take that measured approach of, does it make my eyes pop, does it make my skin glow, do I have a smile on my face when I wear it? So if it does all of those things but it perhaps leaches the colour from your face still, then consider using it on a bag or as an accent. So you could simply tie it onto a bag, or you could wear it on a shoelace or a headband, nail polish, in a bracelet, necklace, or even a belt. So there's lots of ways that you can incorporate colour and bring seasonal trends in or colours that you don't think are yours by just adding small details of it. Have fun with it, experiment, and it can be a great way to dip your toe into the colour wheel. A gorgeous new discovery of mine is that I actually like the colour green. I was gifted a gorgeous jumpsuit in a very dark army green and I have loved it. And now I'm looking to incorporate army green or deep sea greens into my wardrobe. It's going to look absolutely great with the navies that I wear. It's going to look great with leopard print and pink. So I feel like I've got the foundation to actually bring in a new colour. And I can tell you this now, I'm 45 and I've never worn green. So it's kind of exciting to me. So maybe that's something that you could think about. What's a colour that you've always wanted to wear but haven't? Consider your colour scheme, consider what you've already got, and think about bringing one extra colour in that will be complementary to what you've already got. Think outside the square a little and think about all of the other things that I've taught you to try and incorporate it. Have fun with it, and remember, this isn't supposed to be hard. This is all about helping you get dressed every day more easily so you can get on with the fun of living. So good luck with colour, girls. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mwah. Last week I started to talk about how to define your style, and it was all about a smush up of what your personality was like, what you wanted your style to be, and those words smushing together to form into a word soup. Well, I want you this week to go one step further with it. And I really want you to take that and pull it into a sentence that means something to you. And the reason I want you to pull it into a sentence is so that it helps you be laser focused when you're going to your wardrobe in the morning or when you're going shopping, that you have that sentence in mind. It means it will roll off the tongue. It's a great conversation starter, and it's something that you won't easily forget. So now you've got your sentence defined, I want you to bring in some other elements that will help shopping and getting dressed every day that much easier. So here comes the part about colour. So we've just talked about colour in the other half of the episode, but this has a little bit to do with identifying the colours that suit you. One observation from years of styling and working with people is that when I ask someone what their favourite colours are, they tell me, but the colours don't often show up in their own wardrobes. And I ask them why this is. And often it's because they're afraid of colour or they're afraid to wear it. But they love it. They feel inspired. I know plenty of people that absolutely love hot pink, but are absolutely terrified to try wearing it. And it may be because they've been told or don't actually suit it. But more often than not, it's because they're afraid to step over the boundary. So one of my tips for you is to just dip your toe in and try. Try bringing those colours that you love in your interiors. Try bringing the colours that you love any way out there in the world those colours that you're absolutely drawn to and bring them into your style. I can absolutely guarantee that it will give you a lift. It doesn't have to be a whole garment. It could actually be something as simple as a lipstick or an earring or a scarf on a bag. And lastly, the way to bring all of this style chat together is to define what shapes suit you best. Figure those out, marry it up with the word suit sentence, then bring in the colours that suit you. And all three of those combined will give you this beautiful, cohesive way to figure out what suits you, what you should look for, and to not make shopping so daunting or getting dressed in the morning so horrifying. So I hope that helps bring some of your style definition to the front of your mind and to help make it much, much easier to get dressed in the morning. I've always taken massive amounts of inspiration from my gorgeous mum Andrea. She was an interior designer before she retired, and her sense of style, her sense of interiors blows my mind. I mean, seriously, her house looks like it's from a magazine, and I kind of wish I had a little bit of her housekeeping skill, to be honest. But I was lucky enough to expand the bubble and bring her into ours this week, and my husband and I actually swapped houses with her one day. She looked after the kids and we came over here to feel a little bit more inspired and do some work. So I thought I'd take you on a sneaky peek of how she styles her home, and what I've concentrated on is how she displays clothing and jewellery. And I want it to inspire you guys to show how you can actually not just put stuff away in a closet, but actually use your clothes and your accessories as a way to interior design your home. So I hope that you get a little bit of inspo, a little bit of creativity, and you see some of my gorgeous mum's flair in her home. Mwah! Love you, mama. Thank you, gorgeous sisterhood, for being a part of SOS TV during lockdown. It has been my absolute greatest pleasure and delight to bring this to you, and I thank you from the very, very bottom of my heart for being with me during this time. Of course, I'm not going anywhere, so I'm going to leave you with a couple of things that I hope will inspire you, and you never know, I might pop back next week with a little SOS TV special. But I do have to get back to my normal business and keep the home fires burning and ticking along, and meeting gorgeous new clients and working with my existing ones. So coming up to inspire you, in the next couple of days I'll be releasing a video that I have done to how to make a capsule wardrobe. Remember, if you do need help with styling, I have online services, I have in-person services that will be able to come back in level 2. I would absolutely love to help you gain more confidence, feel more fabulous, and hopefully make getting dressed the easiest part of your day. So thanks, girlfriends. I think you are all incredible. Thanks for the chats. I've absolutely loved it. You are all amazing. Go out there, be adventurous with your style. Think about the colours, the shapes, and what style that you would like to have. Mush it all into a sentence and have fun with it. Go forth and be gorgeously stylish.